Hey everyone, Donna Schwartz here with a quick practice tip for today. I notice a lot of times when we're practicing over a long period of time, we kind of get a little bored, a little stale, not feeling creative. So especially for beginning musicians, after they've at least learned 5 notes, or even better yet, a whole major scale, you can do this particular exercise. And it's great for practicing your articulation. It's also great for exposing you to jazz, all right, and jazz articulation. I'm using the Jamey Aebersold Volume 24, Disc 1, the major scales portion of that. I have it in my iTunes. And what I'm going to do is this. When I'm in school teaching my students, I don't necessarily use the disc, but I'm going to use that in a minute with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a concert B-flat scale, which is a G major scale on the alto saxophone. What I do with my students, I play a particular rhythm on the first note of the scale on Do, and they repeat it back. So for example, on Do, if you have your instrument, you could repeat after me. This is the note G on the alto sax. And you play it right back. And then I go to the next note of the scale, which would be A or Re. And I'd go up the scale. Back down the scale, and etc. What makes this even more fun, though, is using a play-along. So it's always fun when you play music to play with others. Well, if you don't have access to others, that's where iTunes and CDs come in. So I'm going to play the first track on the Jamey Aebersold Volume 24. I'm going to use the notes of my alto sax G scale, same as concert B-flat, and every measure I'm going to do a different rhythm on each note of the scale. This is going to be a straight eighths feel, okay? So for those of you that are beginners, this is going to feel a little bit more comfortable than the quick exercise I just did with you using a swing style. I use a combination, when you're doing jazz, you use a combination of separated and articulated styles of articulation. For this one, I'm going to do the same, but it's going to be a straight eighth feel.
1, 2, 1,
So starting on G.
2, 3, 4.
That's just the first track. The second track is more of a swing style. That's going to be in concert C, so that's going to be the A scale for the alto sax. Now for beginners, this may be a little intimidating because you may not know that scale yet. You buy the Jamey Aebersold book, and if you want a link to that, you can go to my website, donnaschwartzmusic.com, check out my blogs. I've got a link right there, or you can check it out on Amazon. But anyway, if you buy the book, they list all the notes in the scale. You could look at any method book, check out the fingering charts to get the right pitches. Now you don't have to play every single note of the scale, and I'll show you that with this next track, which is going to be our A scale. I'll just take the first 3 notes of the scale, A, B, and C sharp. By the way, excuse the squeaks. Those are our notes, so don't imitate those.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's just 3 notes. I can add another note. So the first 4 notes. You could do a whole bunch of things with these tracks. It's a lot of fun. So just a quick practice tip for you, just to get the creative juices flowing. If you haven't been exposed to jazz yet, this is a great idea to do at any time, but especially during the summertime when we may find ourselves being a little bored, may not be participating in a band situation. You could play jazz off of anything, and why not start with your major scales to start with? So if you like this tip, check out my website, www.donnaschwartzmusic.com. I've got a weekly blog, lots of information for beginning musicians as well as public school musicians. I also have online video lessons. I have memberships available. Check that out on my blog as well, or on my website, excuse me, donnaschwartzmusic.com. And if you like this video, subscribe to my website. You'll get weekly newsletters, updates with my blog, updates with my performances, and you'll also get a really cool freebie, Learn Your Favorite Song in 3 easy steps. You'll get an article and a video as well. So on that note, take care. Have a great day.